Secondary School welcomes you all in statewide live online lectures for Standard 10th. Today we are starting with our favorite subject, that is Science and Technology Part 2. Okay, before starting the subject, I would like to give you some instructions like keep your mic on mute mode. Kindly raise your hand if you want to ask any question, doubt, or if you want to give an answer. Kindly mute your mic again after giving your answer, asking doubt and question. Okay, then keep your pen and notebook handy to write down some important points. Do not make use of your mobile while it's charging. And lastly, update your Zoom profile by writing your name, standard division, and your school name so that we can recognize you easily. So, students, today we are starting with the subject, that is Science and Technology Part 2. We have already started with the chapter number 4, Environmental Management. Okay, and today is a third session. In the previous chapter, we have studied about the harmful effects of the pollution on living organism in, okay, so how the pollution is affecting our human life. Okay, and these harmful effects you can see in your residential areas also. Like, see what happens. You can see a cow is eating plastic. When the plastic is very dangerous for us, and that the cow is eating that plastic, okay, it is a harmful effect on the domestic animals. Here you can see in the water, the fishes are died. Why they are died? Because of the water pollution. Okay, in this way we are harming the environment. Here you can see we are chewing the chewing gum and throwing it on the roads, because of which the birds are getting affected, they are losing their life. Okay, now I would like to show you one video if it works. Last time also I wanted to show that video. Let's see if it works now. The video is related to environmental pollution and how that environment is getting affected because of our activities, human activities. Oh, it's not working, I think. Is it visible? Ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it visible?
Visible.
And is it audible also?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, just have a look of this video. That video is related to social responsibility, how we are disturbing the environment. Okay, so it was our chapter. In that we have studied about how the environment is getting pollution is harming the environment. Okay, but in last lecture we have studied about the man Jadhav Mulai. Ma'am, is it audible na and visible also?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so how the Jadhav Molai single-handedly planted trees all over the barren area, and he has created a whole jungle. Okay, in this way, if you talk about the recently, there are many people who are contributing themselves to conserve the environment. So here are some pictures where you can see a lady, a old lady. Her name is Salum Maradra Timakka. She has planted more than 300 she has planted more than 300 Indian banyan trees. Okay, single handedly she has planted. Okay, then there is a Radhika Rao with the help of army, what she did a mission Pal 1, where she has planted 1,10,000 fruit plants. Okay, and there is a Guinness World Record made by Madhya Pradesh. What they did, they planted 66 million trees in 12 hours in 2017. So they broke the previous record and created a new Guinness World Record in environment conservation by planting plants. Okay, and one more important thing, the our environmental minister, environmental minister, Mr. Aditya Thackeray, he is contributing himself by doing several things like beach cleanups, by doing Mithi River cleanup, okay, Save RA program, and he has declared future plan on 23rd June of establishment of Thillari Conservation Reserve in Savantwadi. So in this way, many people are giving their time, and they are planting trees, and they are conserving the environment single-handedly. Okay, now we have seen what are the effects of pollution on domestic animals, like cows eating plastic, that fishes are losing their life because of water pollution, birds are losing their life because of our day-to-day activities. So we have to control these to save the biodiversity as well as to conserve the environment. Okay, now you can see this some of the symbols. Okay, if you see this symbol, what this symbol means, this symbol indicates that we have to reuse, reduce and recycle the things. Okay, whatever the things we are having, what we have to do, we have to reduce the amount of natural resources which we are using for our greed. Okay, then we have to reuse. Now we are reusing the paper. Okay, and then we have to recycle the things, we are recycling the paper as well as plastic. So this symbol indicates that we have to reuse, reduce and recycle the things, and we have to conserve environment by uh, conserving the by our day to day activities, and we have to control our greed, and we have to be very careful about using our natural resources. When you think about this um, uh, symbol, here you can see a drop of water, that indicates that you have to save water. Okay, why? Because water is life, and many villages are facing a tremendous water problems due to lack of water. In the cities, what we are doing, we are wasting water, but there are some places in cities as well as in village where the people are people have to walk miles away from their house to collect a bucket of water. Okay, so it is our responsibility to save water. If you think about this symbol, this is a symbol of bicycle, where we have to make use of bicycle because it runs without fuel. Bicycle doesn't need any kind of a fuel, so it contributes in the environment conservation, it reduces the pollution, as well as it is very important for your health also, because you do exercise, your body and your muscles get relaxed, and you can do some kind of a exercise because of this. So this symbols also indicates that we have to take care of our natural resources. By making use of bicycle, we can contribute in environmental conservation. Again, here you can see this symbol, you might have come across this symbol in while walking on the road. So what does it mean? It means do not throw trash or any kind of a pollutant on the road. It should be it should be deposited in the waste bin. So it means we have to do the waste management, because waste accumulation has become a big issue in front of all us. Nowadays, you can see dry waste and the wet waste are being separated. We are doing that separation, and we are contributing in the environmental conservation. Waste accumulation is not happening, and waste disposal waste is getting in a proper way, it is getting disposed. Okay, So these are the symbols. For in exam you may get this type of questions in your exam, that you will get this symbols, and you have to write down what this symbol indicates and what is your role. So whatever I told you just now, you have to write down all these points. Okay. There is one more symbol like this means you have to save electricity. In previous chapter lesson we have learned about this saving electricity. It is also a big issue in front of us, where we are using a natural resources for the production of electricity, and if we are wasting the electricity, it will definitely gonna affect the natural resources, and if the natural resources are come to end, it will definitely lead to the environmental imbalance, and the future generation will not be able to flourish with the some amenities of the electricity, okay, related to electricity. So it is our responsibility to save the electricity. So you may get this kind of a symbols in your exam, and you may get a question, write down your role according to that symbol. So you have to write down that. Okay. And what you have to do, you have to make a list of other such symbols, and you have to make the list of other such symbols, which are like you may get a symbol of no plastic. Okay. There are many other symbols, no smoking, such type of symbols. You have to make the list of those symbols. Okay. Now we will move to the next topic, that is the hotspots of the biodiversity. So if you talk about the world, there are 34 highly sensitive biodiversity spots are reported all over the world. You have to keep in mind 34 highly sensitive hotspots are reported all over the world. Such areas are once occupied 15.7% area of the earth. Okay. If you talk about the earth, it is occupied with the 15.7%. Okay. Then at present, 86% of the sensitive area are already destroyed. Now, because of man-made activities or natural activities, 86% of the area is destroyed. Presently, only 2.3% out of sensitive area is remaining on the earth. Okay. It includes 1,50,000 plant species, which are 50% of the world count. So only 50% of the world count plant species are remaining in this world, in this hot biodiversity area, hotspots sensitive area. Okay. If you talk about the India, as far as India is concerned, out of 135 species of animals, 85 species are found in the jungles of eastern region. About 1,500 endemic plant species are found in Western Ghats. Out of total plant species in the entire world, 50,000 are endemic. Okay. So you may get a question related to this. 50,000 are endemic. What are endemic? You will see in the next slide. But you have to keep in mind that 85 out of 135 species of animals are left in the eastern Ghats, and then 1,500 endemic plant species are found, and endemic species of entire world. If you talk about the entire world, out of total plant species in the entire world, 50,000 are endemic, found in India. Okay. Now see the endemic species. What does it mean? Naturally found in a particular area of the world, nowhere other than that region. So endemic species means the species which are found in a particular area, okay, at the particular region. And if you search for that species around other world or other area, you will not gonna find. So at a particular place you will find that species. That species are known as endemic species. So out of, see again I'm repeating this, out of the total plant species in the entire world, 50,000 are endemic. Okay, so you may get a question related to 50,000. How many species are endemic? So you have to write down 50,000 species are endemic species. Okay, so here are some examples of endemic species: Adenone, Bruxellania indica, Eugeria indica. There are many. I have given you some examples. So you can make a list of other species also. So got this much. What are the endemic species? Naturally found in a particular area, not other than nowhere other than that region. Those species are known as endemic species. Okay. Now see, we'll go for the sanctuary, national park, and what is the biosphere. It is a forest area rich in biodiversity or threatened species. Okay. The sanctuary means what? Low restrictions, grazing is allowed, wildlife animals are conserved, they are not disturbed. Sanctuary means it is a reserved forest area where low restrictions are there, where you can go. The people around that particular area are allowed to go inside that. They can graze, means they can take care their pet animals, their domestic animals with them to eat some kind of naturally occurring grass. Okay. Wildlife animals are conserved. Whatever are the wildlife animals are present in that particular area, they are conserved, they are being taken care over there, and they are not disturbed. They are totally free, and they are living that particular forest area, and their life is not getting disturbed. It is taken care of by that particular area ki their life is not get disturbed. We are not going to disturb their life. They will live their own life. That is called as a sanctuary. If we talk about the national park is also a forest area where it is highly restricted. Okay, here low restrictions are there in sanctuary, but in national park, high restriction, that particular area is highly restricted. No cutting, no grazing, no outside species allowed. Here you cannot go and you cannot graze your domestic animals. You cannot cut any kind of a tree. You cannot collect any kind of a dry sticks or anything. It is and it is prepared to conserve the species. Okay, maybe it is a plant species or animal species. That is called as a national park. Okay, and biosphere reserve, no outside species are allowed. Here the outside species are allowed in national park. If the outside species are there, they can take that outside species and they can keep in that national park. But in biosphere reserve, what happens? No outside species are allowed. Conservation and research purpose both. That area, particular area is reserved for the conservation of environment as well as for research purpose, for both the purpose. So got this much. What is sanctuary, national park, and biosphere? We will go for the next topic, that is a three endangered heritage places of India. Okay. Now, endangered mean endangered. Okay. So Western Ghat, Manas Sanctuary, and Sundarban Sanctuary. These are the three endangered heritage places of India. One by one, we will see. First of all, we will see the Western Ghat. The Western Ghat spread over the state of Gujarat, Maharashtra, Goa, Tamil Nadu, and Kerala, has been endangered due to mining industry and search for natural gas. Natural gas. Habitat of Asiatic lion and wild bison. Here you can see Asiatic lion and wild bison of this region have been under threat. See, in the Western Ghat, you will find Asiatic lion, okay, and wild bison. But there are some other practices are going in that particular area, that is like mining, search of natural gas, because of which what is happening, the area of that forest is getting disturbed, and because of that the animal inside that they have come under the threat. So threat to the species, they is Asiatic lion and wild bison, they have under the threat. Why? Because people are doing mining and they are doing some kind of a harmful effects to that particular area for search of natural gas. They are harming environment. Because of that, the life under that particular forest or environment came under threat. So Asiatic lion and wild bison in Western Ghat. Okay. Now moving to this, that is a next is Manas Sanctuary. Manas Sanctuary of Assam is under threat due to dam and indiscriminate use of water. So in Manas Sanctuary, you will find a rhino and a tiger, and these animals have come under threat because of dam and indiscriminate use of water. The people and what they are doing, they are making use of the water indiscriminately, not in a proper way, and because of dam project, what has happened? The Manas Sanctuary has come under the threat, and because of that, the animal which are found in that particular Manas Sanctuary is a rhino and tiger. Their life has come under the threat. Why? Because of dam and indiscriminate use of water. So what you can conclude here, that people are harming the environment because of their greed. So these are the third one is a Sundarban sanctuary. See, in Sundarban you will find these beautiful tigers, but because of dam, deforestation, excessive fishing, French dog, this they are seriously challenge the population of tiger. Because of this process, what is happening? The tiger, who is uh, means what we can say a very beautiful animal, is come under the threat. So, Sundarban Sanctuary of West Bengal is reserved for tiger. However, the tiger population and overall local environment is seriously challenged by the dam, deforestation, and excessive fishing, French dog for some, and etc. Because of this, what is happening? The life of this tiger come under the threat. So, in Sundarban Sanctuary, what is there? Which animal is conserved over there? That is a Sundarban tiger. So this is about the 3 endangered heritage places of country. We will move towards the next, that is a classification of threatened species. Okay. Now there are 4 types of species, that is endangered species, rare species, vulnerable species, and indeterminate species. We will go one by one. First of all, we'll go for the endangered species. Endangered species means you can see a monkey here, that is known as a lion tail monkey, and this is a lesser follicle. Either number of these organisms decline or habitat is shrunk. Why these animals are come under the danger? Why their number is decline? So their number is declining, and because of that, they are in future they are going to perish. Those animals are known as the endangered animals or the species of that particular animal. So either the number of these organisms is declined or their habitat is shrunk so such an extent that they have come to extinct in near future. If conservation measures are not implemented, if you are not implementing the conservation, so their species will going to perish. We are not going to see these kind of animals in the future. Lion tail monkey and lesser foracan. This is a lesser foracan. So these are the 2 example I have given here in your book also, lion tail monkey and lesser foracan. Why this monkey is called as a lion tail monkey? Because his tail is like a lion. So that is why it is known as a lion tail monkey. And why they are come under the danger? Because either their number is naturally decreasing, or because of man-made activities their habitat is getting shrunk. If we are doing some kind of a bad practices over that particular area, their habitat is going to shrunk, so that animal will not gonna live over that particular area, and because of that their number is declining. Okay. So this is a endangered species, lion-tailed monkey and lesser follicle. You may get such type of questions in your exam and write down the examples of endangered species. Okay, so you have to write down these two examples. Or you may get the write down the relationship between the endangered species and rare species. Okay, so I think this much is clear. Endangered species, lion-tailed monkey and lesser follicle. Next is a rare species. Number of these organism is considerably decline. Organism of this species being endemic may become extinct very fast. Means their number is decline and considerably they are declining. Mean they are decreasing their number. Okay, and they are endemic and become extinct very fast. Endemic means what? They are found at a but naturally found in a particular region. Nowhere from that region they will found in other regions. So they are endemic and they are they found at particular region. And if their number is declining considerably, how we are going to save that environment? That animal is not found in other areas of the world. So that type of a species is known as rare species, very rarely found animals. Okay, so here you can see the red panda. This is an animal which is rare species. Musk deer, it is a musk deer, that is also a rare species. Okay, so rare means their number is considerably declined. Okay, and in future if you are not taking care of such kind of animals, in future we are not going to see the species of that animal in future. Okay, now next we'll go for the vulnerable species. Vulnerable species, number of these organism is extremely less and continue to decline. Continuous decline in their number is worrisome reason. For example, tiger and lion. See, their number is extremely less and their number is actually less and they are continue to decline. When they are their number is less and they are again continuously the number is decreasing, means in the future we are not going to see that kind of a species. Those species are known as vulnerable species. So here you can see lion and tiger. You may have heard about the Tadoba tiger project, right? Yeah. Yes, so where we are conserving the tiger species. Okay, indeterminate species, this is the fourth type of species, threatened species. Have a look of this. These organisms appear to be endangered, but due to their some behavioral habits like shyness, there is no definite and sustainable information. So here the animal which is seen in the picture, that is a giant squirrel, they are shy. They doesn't come in front of the people. They are not coming in the environment. They come rarely in the environment. They come out of their habitat. Okay, due to that we are not able to count their particular number. These organisms appear to be endangered, but due to their some behavioral habits like shyness, there is no definite and substantial information. They are shy, they are not coming out of their home, or you cannot see them. They are not social. Because of that we are not able to count them properly. So such kind of species are known as indeterminate species, where we don't have a particular number and definite information about them. So this is a giant squirrel, or you can say a shekaru. This is an animal. It is an example of indeterminate species. So we have completed our four types of species, four types of threatened species, that is endangered species, rare species, vulnerable species, and indeterminate species. Okay. 22nd May is celebrated as the World Biodiversity day. You have to keep in mind which day is celebrated as the World Biodiversity Day every year. That is a 22nd May. You may get a question of write in one sentence, or for MCQ you may get this type of a question. So you have to keep in mind that 22nd May is celebrated every year as the World Biodiversity Day. So we have learned about the pollution, how the pollution is harming our environment. It is when the environment is getting disturbed, it is automatically harm the living organism and definitely the human beings. So pollution, to have, if you want to have a fresh air, if you want to have a clear water, and if you want to have a healthy environment, you have to conserve the environment. Okay, see, for the future generation, if you want to give fresh air, clear water and healthy environment, what you have to do in the today, what you have to do today, you have to conserve the environment. See here, if we conserve our environment, we will be able to provide good and healthy environment to ourselves and to future generation too. So now if we are doing a good practices, if we are following all the rules norms given by the government for the conservation of environment, it will going to give us a healthy environment, as well as we can provide a good and healthy environment to the future generation too. So this is our social responsibility to conserve the environment. Okay, so here we have completed our chapter number 4, that is environmental management, where we have studied about the what in the first we have studied about the ecosystem, then we learn about the environment, relation of the environment and ecosystem, ecology, different types of ecosystems, then pollution, how the pollution is harming environment as well as human beings, what are the effects of pollution on the environment, how we are losing the biodiversity, different types of flora and fauna. Then we have learned about the need of environmental conservation. Okay, where we have learned how to inculcate the different values, scientific attitude, how to create awareness among the people regarding the environmental conservation, which are there are some rules and regulation created by the government, we have to follow those, we have to create awareness about that in the people, how to create, we have to make use of media, newspaper, in all possible ways we can create an awareness among the people. Then how the man being a superior over other animals because of his intelligence, memory, he has doing a bad things, and he is what he is using the natural resources for his greed, how that is affecting to the environment, and that is again affecting to the human being. So man has created the problems, and it is his duty to resolve all his problem related to environment for his betterment and for the future generation. So it has become our social duty to conserve the environment. Then we have learned about the Jadhav Mulai, how he single-handedly created a whole Mulai jungle in Assam. Okay, then we have learned about the different people, how they are contributing their self to conserve the environment, how they are planting the trees. Okay, then we learn about some symbols, those symbols gives us some kind of means those symbols are very important, and we have to uh, conserve the environment by saving water, saving electricity, then recycle, then reducing the our greed, okay, related to natural and natural resources. Okay, then waste management, we have to use dustbins. Okay, then we can make use of bicycle to reduce the fuel, because bicycle doesn't need fuel. Okay, then we learn about the three endangered heritage of India: Western Ghat, Eastern Ghat. Okay, then we have learned about the hotspots of biodiversity, and lastly we have learned about the threatened species like endangered species, rare species, and vulnerable species, and indeterminate species. So to have a good healthy environment, we have to conserve the environment today. Now we'll go for some questions. Questions like you may get questions like this in your exam. Identify the pictures and classify accordingly. Here, participants who, if you want to give an answer, just raise your hand. Which picture is this? Here I can see Falguni. Falguni, unmute yourself. Falguni, tell me the answer. Identify this picture. This picture is
This picture shows about the Save Water theme.
very good. Save water. Okay. Now next, here, can you identify the second image? Sandhya Moria. Sandhya, DTC. Yes, Sandhya.
Ma'am, this picture has seen the lion monkey.
This is a lion-tailed monkey. Okay, mute yourself, Sandhya.
Yes, sorry.
Mute yourself. Okay, the third picture. I can see here Saiba. Saiba, tell me.
Red panda.
Yes, this is a red panda. So you may get such kind of a questions in your exam. Very good, Saiba. Mute yourself. We'll see some more questions which are you may get in your exam. Like answer in one sentence. Which sanctuary of West Bengal is reserved for tiger? In West Bengal, which sanctuary is there? Anybody wants to give answer? That is a Sundarban sanctuary. Okay, Sundarban sanctuary of West Bengal is reserved for tiger. Mute yourself. Okay. Next is World Biodiversity Day is celebrated on which day every year? So it is celebrated. If you want to give answer here, I can see who's this? Ruchika. 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 Can you hear me, Ruchika? Okay. I think Ruchika is not audible to us. That is Sakar Nagar Habib. Unmute yourself. Habib. Okay. I think they are not audible to me. So here 22nd May is celebrated as World Biodiversity Day every year. How much out of the total plant species in the entire world are endemic? So I told you 50,000 are endemic. Out of the total plant species in the entire world, 50,000 are endemic. Endemic means found at a particular place. Okay? No other than that particular place. Find the odd one out. Manas Sanctuary, Sundarban Sanctuary, the Western Ghat, and Tadoba National Park. So all others are sanctuaries. Tadoba National Park is, all others are endangered heritage places of India. Okay. Then lion tail monkey, white rats, musk deer, and tiger. So here white rats, all others are threatened species. Find out the correlation. You may get the questions like find out the correlation. So rare species is a musk deer. Musk deer is a rare species. So endangered species, you can write down lesser foraker or Lyle-tailed monkey. Okay. Then red panda, it is considered as the rare species. Giant squirrel, it is an example of indeterminate species. Manas sanctuary, you will find a one-horned rhino. In Gir, you will find a Asiatic lion. Write whether the following statements are true or false, giving suitable explanation for the same. There are clusters of thick forest only in Western Ghats of India. It is a false statement. Entire India is rich in biodiversity. Okay, not only in Western Ghat, in all over the India, you will find a biodiversity. India is rich in biodiversity. 86 highly sensitive biodiversity spots are reported all over the world. False. Because as per the latest available data, there are only 34 highly sensitive biodiversity spots. So you may get such type of questions in your exams. Name the following sanctuaries. There are sanctuaries. So you have to write down the names of sanctuaries. Like you can write down Manas Sanctuary, Sundarban Sanctuary. Give functions like what is the function of sanctuary? It is a protected part of the west of the forest where wildlife, animals and plants are protected and conserved. Due to this aspect, the biodiversity is protected and wild animals are conserved for hunting and poaching. So this is a function of sanctuary. We are conserving the biodiversity. I told you, you may get the question like this. Identify this. What are the meaning of following symbols? Write your role accordingly. So you may get this kind of a symbol. So you can write, this is important mantra for the utilization of natural resources. This symbol inculcate the importance of being eco-friendly. And what is the, it is says that reuse, reduce and recycle. Okay. Next, you can see here, this symbol gives the message about save water. Water is life. Water problems persist in many major cities and villages. Therefore, the message about saving water should be spread far and wide. This is your role. What you have to do? You have to save water. So you have to write down these points. Next is the symbol of bicycle. Make use of bicycle. Use of bicycle means use of green energy. By riding on bicycle, we save fuel, use of our own muscular energy. Okay, it is the best eco-friendly, non-polluting vehicle. So what we are doing, we are contributing in environment conservation. This sign indicates waste management. Make use of dustbins. We can control the pollution, okay, by making use of dustbin. By proper waste management, we can conserve environment. So such type of symbols you may get in your exams. So I have given you what kind of questions you may get in your exam. So you have to read your subject, you have to read your topic, your whole lesson thoroughly, so that any kind of a questions arises in your exam, you can able to attempt that question. Okay, so thank you everyone for listening me patiently.